How you doing? I'm JW Prather with IDC Devices, Paranormal Investigative Equipment. This video is part 2 from, you should have watched the first one before you watch this one. If you haven't, then you need to go back and watch part 1. This is going to be showing the capabilities of the 2K boxes and 3K boxes. So I want to show what all is available. The best way to show that is going to be the Spectro, the IDC Spectro. These are 2K boxes. Grab this one. These are weatherproof 2K boxes. They can come in different sizes depending on how many different tools you want in them. When most people order the IDC 2K series boxes, they're looking for the tool kit that is the maximum amount of tools they can get in a box. So it could start small, go medium, and then the bigger ones depending on how many devices or how many tools they want in it. So I want to start with this one, the Spectro, and let me move a couple of things around here. Oh, that was being built, so normally the covers do not come off of my devices like that, but this one is being built. It's in the process of being built. I demonstrated this one and this one a little bit on the last video, as far as the IDC, like the IDC indicator and things like that. So we can move that. And what I want to do is, I want to unbox this right here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera so you can see me unboxing it. So if you'll just bear with me, I'm not much for cutting, as most people know. I'm not much for cutting in different sections. I do it as I go along. So we're going to unbox the Spectro here. Now the IDC Spectro is a 3K series box. If you'll remember from the last video, I said the 3K series boxes was the ParaView combination Spirit box, IDC intercom box. It's a combination between the two. So let me see if I can get this out. Now this is the IDC Spiricom. We will be going back into this box several more times. Let me look at what we got here. See where we're at. It's a little dusty. She's been used. This is mine. So, but she has been used. Now this is the IDC Spectro. This is her battery pack. She has a 4-inch monitor on the top. She has a total of 4 microphones, 3 cameras. She has a total of 9 UVA lights, 42 IR lights, 2 laser grids. The laser grids are 532 nanometers wavelength and 405 nanometers wavelength, I believe. So we have a UV and we have a green laser. So a UVA laser or a UV laser. This is a UVA light. On the spectrum, when you look on the EMF spectrum, depending on a wavelength, tells you what it is, whether it's UV or UVA. So this is the back of it. This is our internal microphone, our volume control switch. This is a random scan. This one also incorporates the Spiricom frequencies. This one is scanning 9,000 988 frequencies when it's scanning. It's scanning them randomly. It comes with echo and reverb controls. It also comes with the EMF detector, which you'll know from the last video what the EMF detector is. This one also comes with the IDC assist circuit, which basically, you'll notice it'll light up when larger frequencies come in, especially when voices come in. That will light up. Random scan from 40. No, I set this one at 20 milliseconds. You cannot, I'm sure you cannot even see that flashing. That is 20 milliseconds. Down to 102. 1.2 seconds. So right there, probably around 80 milliseconds. But you will hear the Spiricom frequencies in there. Okay. Now, what this will do is, it's a regular spirit box. We remove this. Okay. Basically, you have an IDC 2K series box without this. This will hold up to a ½ terabyte of audio and video. We have our camera on the back. We have our UV lights, IR lights, all of that that's back here. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take out this camera. If you'll just bear with me as I set this up. Everything I build seems to be very complicated. However, if it was not complicated, what we do, then we probably would have already solved a lot of our questions that we have in this field. Unless you are a psychic or a medium or someone like that, if you're somebody like me that comes with no particular skill set as far as abilities go, then you're like me, you have questions that we want answers to, and we can't get answers to those questions because we do not have those abilities that the other folks are lucky enough to have. So a lot of their questions get answered in one way, fashion, or form. So if you're like me with no abilities, we tend to use equipment like this to try to find answers. Now, I'm not saying that we can find all the answers, but we can, 9 times out of 10, we just end up, causing more questions. And I'm not sure why I'm having such a hard time. It's because I'm doing this at an awkward angle and trying not to get in front of the camera is why I'm having such a hard time in getting this done. So if you'll just be patient with me, I will get this in there, and then we can move forward with our presentation. I guess I'm going to have to get in front of the camera. It's the only way I'll be able to find it. And yes, it does take a while when you're swapping, and you'll understand some of this as the video goes along, why I'm mounting this part to the top and why it wasn't mounted to begin with. This box has several different things that it will do. It could be a normal spirit box. It can be a DVR for recording. I told you about all the light frequencies. So you could just be recording those light frequencies as you're doing your spirit box session, or you could just record those light frequencies and walk out the door and leave this running with those light frequencies running and go to another part of the investigation and come back and pick it up later. This mixer that I have here is a special mixer. It basically turns the video ghost box session portion of my ghost box into like the IDC direct link. This antenna will get very tall, and I can use this antenna to incorporate my energy into the video, into what's going on with the session, the ghost box session that I'm doing. So we'll just go ahead and lower that down for now. Now, let me look at the camera, see what we got. See if you can see it. Okay. So, you'll notice we have a camera mounted here. We have a forward-facing camera. There's another camera in here. So we have 3 cameras. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 microphones. Everything is being recorded to the 4-inch, half a terabyte monitor. So depending on whether you're just wanting to record the area like a DVR, or if you want to do a spirit box session, you would use this one, which will loop the, in my ParaView, it is a constant loop, but I've incorporated the spirit box into the loop through this mixer here, as well as my own energy. But I can overlay it with a picture of the room as well. So if someone was going to stand in the room, then they would want to stand there before you started recording. You would then overlay this, and you would be able to see if anything is breaking those light frequencies during the ParaView session. That's another way that it can be used. All of these all of these splitters, all of these things get used in order to, depending on what you're going to do with it. This thing has so many functions and abilities. This 4-inch monitor runs off of the power pack that we have here. I can incorporate other cameras into it from the investigation site. There's so many possibilities with this one, including I have this monitor here. It's dirty because it just came off an investigation. I've only downloaded the video. I haven't done anything else with it. This mounts to my holder. This gives me a 7-inch view. Okay. And then I can actually walk out into the room. And while I'm in the room, I can actually see what's being recorded here while I'm in the room. So even as a individual person on an investigation all by yourself, you can actually be monitoring what you're filming while you're standing out there. And while you're doing your spirit box session and your video ghost box session, you can actually be monitoring it while you're standing 8 feet in front of this box. And you're going to be blanketed with UVA lights, IR lights, and 2 laser grids. So you're going to see if anything's out there with you, because you're going to have this handheld in your hand, allowing you to look and see what else is going on. It comes with, I have 2 battery packs for it, because normally 1 battery pack will last all day. It did get drained. Me and Mike Gonzalez were in Bryan, Ohio. This is 6,000 milliamp hours, brand new battery. And whatever that thing was that cornered me up in the granary in Bryan, Ohio, it drained that 6,000 milliamp battery that quick. Just gone. So I have 2 of those now, just in case a spirit entity, whatever it was, wants to be a smart ass and drain my stuff. I now have a backup battery. But this shows you how far advanced my boxes can go, from the direct link through the 2K series box to a 3K series box like this one with the Spiricoms, all the microphones, cameras, everything, including my own version of how to make the direct link, make me a direct link into the ParaView ghost box, video ghost box session. 50-watt amp, 100-watt speaker, very loud. The internal microphone, all of these internal microphones to me, and I love the microphones on most of my 2K series boxes. They take my voice and incorporate it right into the same medium that spirits are using. So my voice is now traveling through this. So that's number one. My voice is now entering the same medium the spirits' voices are. But number two, when I'm recording and I turn the microphone on, I don't need a separate microphone and all that. It's already ready here to go. When I start recording, my voice is going to be captured. Anything I'm saying in the room is going to be captured and recorded. And that's the same thing with the other 2K boxes too. If you hook up an external recorder to it, you don't need another microphone if you've already got the internal. It's going to go ahead and pick you up. So that is the IDC Spectro. Like I say, this does show you how far advanced the entire intercom box can go. This is the 3K series. I'll have other videos showing examples of what it's captured and what it can capture. But this is it in a nutshell. So I appreciate you watching my video. If you want to know what a box costs, well, it's going to depend on what we want to put in it. And as you can tell from here, there's a lot that can be put in it. All right. Well, thank you for watching.